Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender. It's Thursday, June 11th, 2026. So I just want to do a quick update. We got our turn here, and I do believe we're going to get some follow through. So I want to check on these indicators and sort of build our storyline that we do on these videos. I don't do them every day now, but I definitely want to, every time we're at some sort of turn, show you what's going on with the indicators and see if we can map out where it's going and go from there. So we'll look at SPX on the daily, VIX on the daily, and likewise on the 65. Okay, and we also can check out breadth here. You see nothing, pretty much neutral on the put to call ratios, a little bit up touch, but trend is definitely bullish on the advancing stocks, and we have a bullish S&P right now, as well as some of our underneath the hood indicators are slightly improving. Okay, so we have a bullish day happening, and we have our bearish rising wedge. Had a nice impulse wave, in my opinion, to the downside, and we'll see if we can get our bounce here that we're looking for continuation. Okay, so going to the public board here. Here's a closer look and what we're looking for. And we said that we have these arrows. I didn't move them. To show the actual length of where we went to. But we're looking for a down move, a bounce, and further down move. And our test area is going to be a really big zone. It's going to be super important. The 7,188, it's a zone in this megaphone top here. So we'll be looking out for that, but for now we're looking for this bounce, and we'll see where we go from there. Do we actually go to all-time highs? I'm not so sure about that. I think we have an impulse wave, and if anything, if we're going to go to all-time highs, I think we'll at least have a 5-3-5 pullback here. Okay. Let's look at some of the indicators. We have our moving averages that we're going to fight with here on the downside. So the trend is still down. Let me move these over. Trend is still down. Momentum is still down, but remember, not on the weekly time frame. Okay, so we're getting mixed time frames, and we'll probably get an equilibrium in here. And remember, our timing tool, if you're new here, we're going to go over to the VIX in just a second here to time out where we think the top of the market. And I don't mean, when I say top, I'm not talking about intermediate, higher time frame tops or whatnot. We're talking about just for trading purposes. You have a top here, clearly, right? We don't know if it's a major top or if it's a minor, but we're looking for another top coming up here soon, coming in the next couple weeks. All right, well, next couple weeks, actually next week. So we'll look at that in just a second. All right, here's your moving averages. Here's our indicators. Okay. So we're looking at this yesterday. Yeah, the negative divergence came down to not quite oversold, but in a bull market, that could be a low. But what I think is going to happen is that we're going to get a lower high, and this, bounces somewhat and then goes down lower. All right, we have the slow stochastic, which is a lot more sensitive than our MACD, and we're already at a low, and I want to see this cycle to the upside before when we get our top here, before we're heading lower. But overall, the momentum is to the downside, and this is just a corrective move. Bollinger Band, we hit that bottom of the Bollinger Band. That's a buy setup. We had that oversold situation at the bottom of the band, and we're getting the buy now. Clone oscillator. Again, I mentioned that yesterday we'd go a little bit higher, but do I think we get a lower high? Yes. And as a matter of fact, now that we've already been just a little bit higher here, we're crossing over. There's a good chance that it's going to be a lower high no matter what, but a good chance that we can get to the overbought scenario as well before heading lower. All right. So no setup off of this. We're just observing at this point. Our setup is when we start to go to higher levels, and then we'll look at those indicators and see if anything has changed. DMARC. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a DMARC so far, no setup. late oscillator. We got down to the zero line, which is it. So we're still positive here. We'll see what happens when we get this bounce. Do we, get a lower high here, which I think is the case, and I think we go much lower into the red, going into a further correction. All right, let's look at the VIX. Should be a quick video, you guys. The VIX is, here's our timing tool, and what I was watching today was, hey, we closed above that channel. All right, and now we're starting to break down from it. So a false break, and with that false break, I think we'll come all the way down to back test the wedge here. So we could come down to the 17 zone where the 20 moving averages, maybe spike through a little bit or such. I think that will be a good level to look out for. Doesn't have to, obviously, if the market's going higher, that's the case. But you do have the 8, 50, and the 200 here. So I don't think it'll spend a lot of time down here, but we'll see what happens as we come back into these moving averages now. And I think this move is over, as a matter of fact, this up move. And then we should get a higher low going into our cycle. Here's our cycle analysis. And look at that. So far, today, we have this go cycle. And I love that we're starting to, I don't know if we'll get some sort of low and then a bounce and then move. But I love that we're declining into that. But our primary scenario will be this 616 going into next week. We'll look for a cycle low here. And so we should find a bottom in the VIX. And I think there'll be a higher low coming up here soon in this declining phase. And then we should see a whole nother entire, in both phases, a ascending, advancing phase. So let's go over to SPY. In the 65, and let's check out some of these indicators. This is, on a day-to-day basis, that's what you want to look at, is these lower time frame looks here, so we can kind of map out where we think the market's going to go next. So after this 5-wave move, impulse move, we're looking for a 1-2 setup. We got that setup. Now, it didn't stop at the 50 or 60. It went down to the 786. So that's what held here. Can we come and make a 1-2 setup? Absolutely. But as of right now, we're in this third or C wave, impulse wave. So we shouldn't get too deep of pullbacks, maybe down further where this breakout is at 331. 331 will be very important. You have the 8 EMA. We're holding on to the 20 so far, and we could just consolidate sideways at this point. It doesn't really matter. But in my opinion, I think we already have our A wave, and we're looking for the B, and we're looking for C to continue. And we could go as high as this 786. You could close the gap and still be a valid wave 2. So, keep that in mind that we could close the gap. I think a good spot would be this. I have a dashed line for this possible downtrend on the 786. It comes in confluence with there, and that would be the gap low. So do I think we stop at the golden ratio? It's possible, but so many times on a wave 2 pullback, you go so much deeper because momentum is still on the higher time frames to the upside, and it takes some work to pull back here and change that momentum on those higher time frames to the downside. Okay, so let's look at some of these. You see the moving averages, some of the indicators. Let's see what they're pointing to. All right, we finally got that bull cross. We had a little bit of a whipsaw here, and that's, again, that has to do with like the daily time frame. That slow stochastic was heading lower, so you had to change momentum, and that's why we talk about market structure a lot, and we're starting to build positive structure for a bounce, and then we'll look for a lower high at some point if the indicators are telling us that high is extended up in these zones here. Then we'll start to short the market again with our position trades. And again, we took off our SPY position trade back here towards the lows, and just let things ride. Everything to the upside here is going to be smaller positions. And I placed quite a bit of trade ideas in the Discord just for some up moves. Some worked, some didn't. Again, those are just single contracts and really small moves there. So just in case you want to follow and trade this bounce here. But we should get a nice move here for SPY, TQQQ. We have a few things. Tesla going on. Yeah. So still cycling higher in the slow stochastic. See what happens with this point. Getting a little bit of strength in the RSI. Bollinger Band, we had that buy signal lower. Where are we at? Here was our buy signal. You got that nice move and making a higher low at this point. You could draw in at an equilibrium here. Let me draw this, and wherever that equilibrium breaks out or breaks down, that can be your breakout trade if that's how you trade. Everybody's got their different styles of trading, so some will say this is a bear flag. But if it starts to break this high here, I think you're off to the races. And I do think the low is in, but we shall see. Money flow index. We had that buy signal here with the move lower. Then you had that big move for positive divergence. And now we're starting to head higher for accumulation. DMARC. Sure, DMARC, we're at a 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can get to a 9 count heading up into these upper areas here. No setup yet. And our Elliott oscillators start to head higher, but still in the red here. Okay. All right, let's close out with the VIX and get your day continuing. Boom, boom. Your moving averages if you want those. So we had the wedge breakout. Both wedges broke out, back test, and we had this nice move to the upside. Got a lower high. Again, this is sort of an equilibrium that's happened here. I think we're going to break down and head to some of the moving averages that's on the downside. And we should back test this wedge coming down here. And again, that's 17 as low as, well, 1675, 17 is what I was saying. So in that zone is where I think price may end up going on this bounce. So we have the VIX cycle low that's marked off here in this turquoise dashed area. We have SpaceX tomorrow. So I put out a video. If you want to get these extra videos, consider becoming a YouTube member. It's $10 a month, or you can go to Patreon and buy it for $90 for the full year if you want to save some money. And so we did a video on Tesla and some of the bullish setups here that we have on Tesla coming into SpaceX IPO. And so we'll go from there. And we have some catalysts next week. We'll talk about some more this weekend coming up. All right. Thanks for joining us here at OptionsTender. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon.